Hey everybody, my name is Steve Simonson with Parsimony.com, and today we are going to take you through the quickest and easiest way to do a startup for your new Parsimony server. So when you first get access, you're going to get a username, and you're going to get a password, and you're going to get a website address, a URL. Now I'm going to enter the URL for this site right here. It's 411.parsimony.com. And then you're going to find a login screen. It looks just like this. Okay, so since you're at the login screen, all you have to do is refer back to your email, and it's usually going to be something like this when you're starting up a server. Administrator. Everybody's going to have their own password, of course, so this will be unique to you. And then you click the sign in button. Okay, here's the first screen in the startup. And you just select your language, and as you can tell, there's a lot of language choices here. We'll just go with English United States. And then we click on the next button. My country, and we're going to go with United States. This particular company's based in the United States. And then we're going to select a time zone. In this case, we're going to use Pacific time zone, and we're going to stick with the US currency versus all these other currency choices. The next thing we do is we enter the first user. In this case, it's me, Steve Simonson. And I will use steve@mysimo.com. Okay, after you enter your email address, then you need to make a password. And this is a password that you should remember. And then the domain, when it asks you the domain, after you click the next, you can select what is your domain. Are you a manufacturer, your education, healthcare? In this case, it's a retail company. They sell stuff. 411 Seasons sells stuff. So we're going to say it's retail. And the company name is 411 Seasons. And the abbreviation, we're going to make it 411, not 4S. It automatically picks the first letter of each of your words. But in this case, I think the abbreviation is easier for 411. And what does it do? We make products. Oh, I gotta learn how to type. For busy families. And the bank name, you can select whatever your bank name here is. This is only adding a chart of accounts bank name. It's not doing anything with your bank. There's no logins or anything like that. And again, you can pick your financial year. Are you starting the year 2017, 2018, whatever it is? And then you select your start dates. Maybe you have a fiscal calendar that runs different than the calendar year. In this case, we're going to keep it as the standard. So we clicked on complete, and as you can see, we're now being carried through to the setup. The server's doing some things in the back, and we're all done. That's all there is to it. It's easy as that. Okay, now we come into phase 2 of setting up the company. And this is where you can set up some opening balances. This is a world-class fast implementation. So we've already added the company, and it asks, do we want to deal with the chart of accounts? Do we want to look at opening balances? We're not going to do all that. We're just going to follow the wizard. So monthly sales target, let's just say 1,000. Next, customer name. We don't have a customer, but if we did, we could just say test customer. The contact at test customer is Bob Testington, and then we create. So we've added a customer. I'll show you that in a moment. And then we go to next, and we want to add a supplier. We'll say test factory. Contact name is Chi Tester, because Chi is a fun name. And so we got a supplier, and then we're going to go into add a product. Test product. Unit of measure. We're going to sell it by the unit. That's what UOM means, unit of measure. But you could check any of these other things. If you sell it by the kilogram, the pair, the box, or whatever. In our case, unit is probably the easiest one. And just to be clear, you can add different units of measure yourself if you have something custom. And we'll just say $1 is the rate on that. And now we're going to go down, and we can add other users to the organization. We're going to skip that for the moment because we don't have any other user information to add at this very moment. But you could enter somebody's email and their name, and then click on Add More, and just follow that process to add additional users right here in the Setup Wizard. It's that simple. Once you're done, click Mark as Done. And when you're finished with all that, you can just click the Close. And now you've got your basic dashboard. This is how everybody starts out. Okay, that's all there is to it. You've been through phase 1, which is the server setup, and then you've been through phase 2, which is the light company setup. Bear in mind that the setup where you type in information manually, you don't have to do any of those. You can just mark them as done and move on. And then later you can upload spreadsheets of suppliers, customers, and users and things like that. And any of the information you add during the startup can be edited or amended or changed at any time in the future. So there's no big problems with entering and just carrying through as fast as you want to and get familiar with the system and then dive right in. Hope you've enjoyed this. This is Steve at Parsimony.com. Thank you for watching.